What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back the day after. I was gonna say a loss. It's not a loss, but the day after a draw in the Champions League, leaving us with 7 points, which is not bad, but also not ideal. We're gonna talk about that performance, the post game. Basically the day after as well, because there are some hot takes here and there, all over the place. Maybe mine included. But with me, Norbert. No Malik today, just Norbert, which is also cool. How are you doing?
Hey man, I'm doing wonderfully. This is the first podcast where my internet is actually good, so
Yeah, mine
happy
not.
about that. Yeah. So yeah, let's just talk about the game and our issues that we have.
Yeah, yeah. Um, Before I say that, like the video, and secondly, it's not gonna be a very long one because there are some Wi-Fi issues on my end. So I try to stretch it, but I'm not sure how much how long I can hold it. But let's get into the game because it's a 1-1 against Lille. Um, and I describe that game as I'm just disappointed. Coming out of that game, I'm extremely disappointed because I don't think we played a very good opponent. On the day. Let me say on the day. I thought they were extremely toothless, like we were, but we had the possession. Like we had all the possession, we were in control. I'll give credit to us for that. Maybe that's also because Lille didn't really want to go for it, especially when they were 1-0 up. But I'll give credit to us for that part. But overall, if I look at that game, and I look at Lille, you always need to win these type of games away from Europe. If you get presented that opportunity, uh, against an opponent that doesn't really offer anything, like besides the goal, they offered absolutely nothing. If I'm being completely honest, like even before that goal, I wasn't even worried. I was like, yeah, is this it? Is that it? And even post goal, I was like, is this it? So disappointed. But how are you feeling?
Yeah, it's the same. We had the ball again, and we just I wouldn't say we couldn't create because we scored two offside goals, and those the build up play was really nice on those. And you can see what's the plan and how co-miners arrives for those to those balls and have the opportunity. Um, yeah, but overall it's 1-1, so it's disappointing. It doesn't matter. We didn't score. Football is not like, but we had those offsides. There is no but. So yeah, disappointing. And now we have an issue because we have 7 points, and we play against Aston Villa, we play against Manchester City, and I don't know. But yeah, I think they still need to jail, and I'm keep saying this for a few weeks now. But you can clearly see what the issue is. That some 1-2 passes are, they just don't understand each other, so they just the ball goes out and that's it. They don't trust each other where to go if someone is going. So yeah, I think they need to jail together, and it's Motta's job to do it. And it was disappointing. We had the ball 70% or something, but still we scored one goal, and that's not enough. And yeah, Lille was really bad yesterday. They had one chance basically, and they scored. And everyone who said that Cambiasso should have started on the left and someone on the right was correct, me included. But well, the game is behind us, and now we need to beat Torino, and let's see how that goes.
Yeah, I mean, you know what it is when you like. This is not me. I don't even know how to describe it because people, I don't know. I feel like they don't listen when this is fair criticism.
Yeah,
This is fair criticism. I don't care if it's week 1 or month 1. This is not saying you're failing at your job. It's over. I don't know what people want to hear. It's pointless to act like there's no issue. Like it makes no sense. Like it absolutely makes no sense. Just because it's a new coach, it's a new team. No, that's a reason why it's not going well up front. However, like at that point, don't talk. Like, what's the point? Just watch game to game and act like everything is okay. It's not okay. And post game, Motta said the same thing. It's not good. The final third is not good enough. You know, it's very slow. It's very predictable. Like, somebody was telling me, oh, but we had 2 offside goals. That's the reason. It was slow. Like, it was extremely slow. We held on to the ball way too long, especially for that first one. Like, Vlahovic was waiting, and Yildiz could have played that ball, I don't know, 10 times, you know, and he played it the 11th time, and the 11th time Vlahovic was offside, basically. That's part of the issue, so you cannot ignore that. It is an issue. Like, up front, we're slow, and we're extremely predictable, which makes it very easy for opponents to defend, you know, overall. So, I don't know, like, disappointed. Not because I saw people saying we deserve to win. I don't really agree with that. I don't think we did anything special. I cannot remember chances missed. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we just had the ball,
We
and
had the
that's it.
ball. That's not you deserving to win. Like, if you deserve to
Yeah,
win, it's based on chances, and I cannot recall the chances. Maybe I'm blanking it out. You know, Vlahovic in the first half. That's about it. That's a chance. Like, that's not deserving to win that game. It was there to be taken. I agree with that. You know, however, we hit the limit. At this moment in time, this is our ceiling. You know, if we give away stupid goals, which we will talk about in a second, it becomes more difficult for us to win that game unless it's like a weird game. Inter, you know. Other than that, excuse me. Other than that, we really struggle to create chances, you know. And it doesn't matter who you play up front right now. I think it's more about, you know, getting to know each other more and making
yeah,
just smart decisions at times. Like, we keep hold of the ball way too long. I look at Colt Miners, who wasn't horrible, but I'm still watching him, and I think he is like the poster boy of our struggles. Where, for me, he looks lost. He doesn't know really what to do. Like, he doesn't get involved as much as I think he should be getting involved, which results in very meh performances. You know, where people come out and
yeah.
say, "Where are you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I can see it. Where are you?" So it needs time, but it's pointless to ignore that.
It would also help if, you know, the same midfield would play like day in day out, or week in week out. Like, it's not helping that Motta is keep on changing things, and in the back four as well. Like, it's just too, and also the subs. He made a mistake with the subs. Like, I don't know. It's until he finds the rhythm, I would say. Like, Motta finds the rhythm and finds, because I think it's because Champions League is new for him as well. So I'm not sure if he understands what's the best way to go about it. But again, it's time, and I'm not sure if we have that much time, but certainly we have some time still.
Let's talk about that back line. You know, because you said, you know, Savona should have started, and I agree with that.
Yeah,
I kind of predicted it with Cabal. Even like 10 minutes into the game or 15 minutes a game, I tweeted out that it's gonna be a very long day, basically, for Cabal, because he's very naive defensively. He is, which is weird because he played Serie A before. Savona not, but he looks more mature
yeah,
defensively. Um, he got absolutely cooked. Like, I don't know, how long did he stay on the pitch? 65 minutes or so. He got cooked
yeah.
for 65 minutes, and not cooked to an extent where Zegrova was, you know, torching our back line, or Di Gregorio, because at one point he kind of messed up as well, which was good for us, I guess. But Cabal had no clue what to do, you know. And like you said, I'm like, he needs to learn with experience, I guess. But I like Camiasso better on the other side. That's one. I think he's more effective. And
Yeah.
two, Savona is defensively better equipped right now than Cabal. Like, better than Cabal. The issue with that goal as well, I saw people talking about Thuram. Like, forget about, like, if you don't like Thuram, fine, I don't care. the goal starts with Cabal. Like, he commits very high on the pitch. He leaves the space. If you do that, you get the ball or you get the man. It's one of the two.
Yeah.
Like, there's no other way. Like, you pick up the yellow card or you win the ball. There's no in betweens, you know. And that was a beautiful ball from on David, and you got cooked. You got absolutely cooked. And at one point, it was, I think, like 50th minute, Cabal made some horror mistake again. Like, that's on Motta decisions. Certain decisions are on him. That's one of them. I'm not saying if we started Savona, we wouldn't have conceded. You never know, I guess. But right now, like, the proof is in the pudding. Excuse me. Every time we
Yeah.
change it up at the back, we concede weird goals.
Yeah, that situation, like I don't know, Kaba thought the ball is going out or something, but no, you need to make sure you're playing in the Champions League. You need to make sure that that fast attacker or a winger is not going past you, because probably there is no one behind you, because you're the left back. So yeah, I think. That was a big mistake. And then in the back, Jonathan David, how fast he is, so he just ran and he scored. And yeah, Motta needs to stop this. Like, there is the starting 11 that should be the main starters, and play them, especially in the back. You can't really change it up too much in the back. Like, they need to be stable, and it's not helping. And also the international breaks are not helping, I feel like. So yeah, he needs to figure it out, and he needs to figure it out fast, I feel.
Um, it's not gonna happen fast. Because it's
Yeah.
way off. Like, it's not even that game to game. There's a little improvement. I don't see it personally. So it's gonna take a while. You know, it's gonna take a while. I don't know what the solution is. I have no idea. What the solution should be. Is right now. I think it's more about getting to know each other. You know, I think that's what Koopmeiners say post game. Like, it's still early for all of them to get to know each other better. But I'm just looking at them like there's more than enough quality up top to just be better. Period. You know, look more dangerous, I guess. But let's see. You know, I think that's just the main issue right now. If you don't have shocking defensively games, which is probably not going to happen often when you don't play that if Danilo's not on the pitch. So I think everybody knows that as well. Up front, we have an issue. We don't create enough chances. We didn't do that last season, and we're not doing that enough this season. It's all good to keep the ball, and I like that. But at the end of the day, it's like, what are you doing with that possession? And yesterday, we did absolutely nothing with that possession. I saw Romeo tweeting out mid-game or halftime, it's the best game we played. I disagree. After a halftime, I'm like, you keep the ball,
Yeah.
wow. But at one point, Lilo's like, cool. If that's what you want to do, you're not really putting us in any sort of danger. So fine. Like, you need to be objective with it. I've seen better this season. Overall, I've seen
Yeah,
better.
having the ball is just the first step. Keeping the ball is just the first step. And what you do with the ball in the final third, that's the last one. That's where you actually need to create. And yeah, it's a good thing that we stabilized, I would say. But that's pretty much it. And yeah, going forward, I don't know. Motta needs to figure out, not me personally, but he needs to think about solutions, some sort. So we will see what happens.
Yeah, that's gonna be on him finding solutions, 100%. But let's see. Let's move on because you talked about the subs, which was also a big talking
Yeah.
point post game, and even today, the subs on the bench or the players on the bench, they are who they are. You know, so I don't like. I see the quality. There's only so much you can change with the quality that's on the bench. I think everybody acknowledged that. You know, if you bring in McKennie halftime or mid game, it's not gonna have a massive impact, is it? Like, he's not an impact sub, you know. So, you know that in Bangula, it's still young, fresh, like it's new. So you don't know what you're gonna get with him as well. Like you bring in Savona, fine, but it's not an impact sub, if you know what I mean. So the bench is what it is. You know, we know that. However, I thought when he made the subs, and I know he needs to manage, you know, fitness, and they probably get told, you know, based on whatever, you know, analytics they have, that it's time to make
Yeah,
a sub, you know, it's time to rest him, so on, so on. But those subs killed the momentum just completely. Like momentum was completely gone, and
yeah,
at that point, I saw like 5 minutes after a sub, I like it's done. You know, there's no energy anymore. There's no drive in anymore. I also understand that you don't have a sub for Vlahovic, but I thought he was playing well. He got the goal. I'm not sure you should have subbed him. You know, I don't get it. You know, maybe you can explain it to me. It felt like I'm gonna make a sub because it's the smart thing to do,
yeah,
based on not really a lot what had to do what was happening in the game. Because if you read the game perfectly, or just not perfectly, just normal, the vibe, you just completely downplayed it.
yeah. It felt like he made the sub just to make subs, you know. And but Vlahovic, he had the best movement all year. I feel like all season. Like he didn't come back too deep because also we were pushing forward. So, but his movement was really good, and sub him off at 60 something minute. Um, yeah, I don't know. And then leave Yildiz up top for 10 minutes and then sub him off as well. Like it was yeah, I don't know. But yeah, maybe you're right, and maybe the doctor said, okay, if Vlahovic plays 80 minutes every game, he will get injured soon or whatever, you know. And I understand that, but still, it was an important game, and should have seen that the players who subbed off played good. So yeah,
Yeah, the subs, like I keep saying, and even the entire season, like the subs, I don't really get the subs. Again, I
yeah,
know what the quality is of the team, so you cannot change anything. You know, it is what it is. That's the quality. You need to deal with it. But the momentum completely got sucked out of that team. You know, and
yeah.
after that, it was just, you know, play it out, you know, and wrap it up, you know. So that leaves us with 7 points. You know, Aston Villa lost, and they deserve to lose over 90 minutes. I think everybody saw the pen, you know, hilarious, but they deserve to lose. They were not good, but that
Yeah.
leaves us in a very difficult spot as well, because you need to go to Villa Park next, and then Man City. You need to win one of those games. You definitely need to win at one of those games. So, um, let's see. Let's see what will happen. But that's for a post international break, which is gonna be tough because you have Villa, you have Milan, Villa. So um, you need to find solutions. It needs to be better. It needs to be more direct. It needs to be more. I don't know. Like if you keep possession, that's fine. But teams need to fear us. They need to fear us more when we actually run at them, because right now it doesn't feel like that. Now it wasn't all like that's one negative aspect. Other than that, there were there were some positives. You know, one of them was I thought Locatelli again,
Yeah.
who he was excellent. Like he was just excellent. He was super. Right now. Is he, because the way he breaks up play is just, I think, top level right now. Like it really is.
Yeah.
It's really really good. With I had an issue with the last couple of seasons, not because I thought you couldn't do that, because he had it one game and then he was gone for 2 games, and then it was
Yeah.
up and down, up and down, up and down. You know, but right now it's very consistent breaking up play, and even just controlling the game. He's just getting better and better at it, better and better. That's why I was very confused when he got benched for Fagioli. You know, Leipzig and what was it, Napoli the next oh no, it was
Yeah.
Leipzig and then it was Cagliari, I think it was. When he got benched, I was very confused. Why? I think nobody knows why. But I thought he was the man of the match. I thought he was excellent.
Yeah, I agree. For me, it was like, okay, Consensao, but also Consensao created the penalty. But other than that, it was some moments was really quiet. Um, yeah, Locatelli, and his defense is crazy, and um, how he blocks as well. His blocking as well is also like one of the best amongst defensive midfielders in top five leagues. So, and when he's not playing, it feels like we're missing the stability from the midfield. Um, and personally, I like the Turam Locatelli pair together. It feels the most stable, even if Turam sometimes doesn't know how to pass the ball. But the ball progressing, what he's doing is unique. So with Locatelli's defending abilities, I think, yeah, um, he's one of the most informed players we have right now.
Do you think he's gonna stick with this midfield, or
It's I
because
don't know.
Douglas Luiz
It's
is
hard
not
to say.
fit? Like it's just Fajoli and
Yeah,
McKennie right now. Do you think he's
yeah,
gonna chop and change? Because I think he needs to stick with it right now. Like stick with one.
yeah,
Right now, it's looking okay-ish. You know, it can only get better, I
yeah,
guess. You know, if
yeah,
it gets worse,
yeah,
you can change. But right now, it's the most balanced midfield we have played so far. I think
yeah.
this season so
Because
far.
yeah, Turam is also can defend, and I feel like this is the most stable and the most. It has the chance to defend the ball and also progress the ball the most among all the other pairs. But yeah, I don't know, Douglas Luiz. I want to see him play actually, to understand what he can do for us. But for now, definitely I would start Turam and Locatelli.
He's probably not going to do that, right? Because
Yeah,
he loves to
yeah,
rotate. Against Torino, it's international break, so excuse me. There shouldn't be any rotation. Like players will have rest. Yes, they go into international break, but not all of them. I don't even know. Like,
yeah.
did Locatelli get called up? Is that made
Oof,
official? I have
I have
no
no
idea.
idea.
So Thuram is not getting called up. Kalulu is not getting called up. I don't know. Douglas Luiz probably is not going to get called up. De Gregorio, but he doesn't play. So Vlahovic probably gets called up. He'll play Yildiz. He doesn't play full 90 minutes as well. So it's okay to play them all, I guess. Because you need to win. And there needs to be some sort of consistency. You cannot keep changing it every single week, which is, I think, a big frustration for everybody. Especially me. I'm looking at it and I'm like, come on. This looks okay. Stick with it right now. And if you want to make a change one. Change that mid game. Minute 50, minute 60. Make that sub then rather than from the get go at this moment in time.
Yeah,
Because I believe he understands right now there needs to be some more consistency. And I thought the game kind of proved that because he sticked with it. He just moved Cabal into the team as well. Other than that, he kind of stick with it. So it's gonna be interesting against Torino. It's a big game, obviously. We need to win it. We are not good at home this season, but we need to make a statement as well. Like, it needs to be a convincing
yeah,
win. It's not gonna be easy. It's never easy. I think it's easier to play them away from home, in my opinion, than at home, because I think they put up a better fight at home. Um, it's not gonna be easy, but we need that win 100%. Like, we need a good
yeah,
performance and a win because it's gone for 2 weeks. Everybody is gone. Then you come back and you have Milan and Villa and City and I forget who else. Like, it's gonna be really, really tough, and you need to come out and you need to deliver good performances because it won't get easier. Pressure keeps mounting, and
yeah,
if you start dropping more games, then everybody will look at you a bit sideways, and
yeah.
if you don't find solutions to our main issue right now.
This is the game to show. Like Derby Dalla Mole, it doesn't get better than this. This is the game, and I hope the newcomers will understand what does it mean for the fans, for the team, and let's go. I wanted to say that I think Motta can break Allegri's record of playing a different 11 every game. I can't remember how long that was, but I feel like it was really long when Allegri just played different players every game. But yeah, we just need to have the ball and actually create something during Torino, and let's show everyone what we can do.
Yeah, let's see. I think so far the season is still okay. Like
Yeah,
I think people need to understand that it's just
we have
the
4 points off, right,
uh,
from the top.
I actually don't know. Could be that I said it 2 weeks ago, or not even. I said a week ago. I said forget about the standings right now. It's kind of pointless to
Yeah,
focus on that. You can win, and the other two they play each other. Inter Napoli can drop points, and you're like, oh, it's 3 points. But like, if you're gonna do that right now in November, you're just gonna lose your head. Like it's way too soon. You know, if you want to worry about standings, do that for the Champions League because there's only 4 games left, and 2 of them are Villa away and City at home. That's where you need to start looking at the standings. You know, that's the only standings you should be looking right now. The other one, Serie A, I will start looking the end of January, start of February. I will start really paying attention to it because then you need to be close up there if you want to do something. Right now, it doesn't mean anything. It was 7 points. What was it 2 weeks ago? Now you said it's 4 points.
yeah,
And it can be, I don't know, 3 points, whatever happens, you know. So or what did I say? Yeah, it could, like I don't know, it could be 2 points, 3 points, I don't know, I have no idea. It changes so quickly that for me it's like whatever right now. The focus should be standings wise Champions League, but the focus should be performances. Are we improving? And defensively, it's a bit up and down. You know, we have very good, we had a very bad stretch. Now it's back to okay for the last 2 games,
yeah,
with no Danilo. Surprisingly enough, I don't want to say it's all on Danilo, but I think a big part of it is on Danilo. Obviously, um, that's what we should be looking at. You know, and up front, are we gonna improve? You know, is Koopmeiners gonna gel? Because right now. It just feels off. And Motta acknowledged that, so it's okay to talk about it because it is what it is. I saw a comment, I lost it. Oh, it got deleted. That's why. It was about Gonzalez. Because he's still not back. He won't be back for Torino. Forget about it. He will be back post Torino, which makes a lot of sense. More sense. Do not play him against Torino. It makes no sense. You know, do not risk him.
yeah.
So he will be back post international break. Like if we talk about our attack being slow and a bit predictable, the Gonzalez I know is not gonna improve that, is he? You know, it's
Yep.
not gonna come in and change our fortunes up top. He's just gonna play in it basically because that's who he is. He gets a GA, you know, in Serie A. I think that's why we got him. But he's not gonna make sure, or like he's not gonna be the reason we start playing well up front. It's getting faster. We start creating more, is he? So what is his role? What
Yeah.
is his role gonna be?
Yeah. Sub. Like Constantine is just way too good. Yield is also, I can't see Nico. You know what? I can see a world where Conceição, Nico Gonzalez, and Yildiz starts, and also Coal Miners. Not sure how realistic is that, but for sure he's not a starter, Nico Gonzalez, and it feels like he was one of our worst signings so far. Obviously, Douglas Luiz is the other one, but let's just see. I can't see Nico Gonzalez as a starter. Um, no way. So yeah, it's just he was injured for a month, or it's crazy, and I don't even know what was his injury. Like he
Yeah,
was just gone.
we're gonna need him, you know, because
Yeah,
at the end of the day, we're still gonna need him. Like you cannot play Conceição every single week, and the way Conceição plays, he will have very off days as well, where you're just gonna
yeah,
not play him basically. So you're just not gonna have a lot of a choice. Um, Playing tighter than a derby, Torino, not ideal. Um, what are we talking about? a player specific, because I don't think the team is tired. They cannot be
Maybe
tired.
Constance.
Maybe, but
Not
after
sure.
last night's game, you cannot be tired after that type of game. Like
Yeah,
the
because we
pace
had the
was,
ball. When you
yeah.
have the ball, you don't run that much. Yeah.
No, and actually it was very slow our build up. So I don't think there was a lot of intensity in that game. So I think everybody should be just cool. But that's what I said. Like those type of games you play with adrenaline. We did that with Inter. You know, we could have been tired. It was just pure adrenaline that's got us back into the game. That's it. Like those are the
Yeah.
type of games. But yesterday performance, like you cannot be tired after that game. Absolutely no chance. Like if you're
And
tired after that midweek game, like that pace of game, we're in trouble. It's November. I think Motta said it 2 weeks ago or a week ago, saying like tired right now in November. No, like that cannot be the
yeah.
case. You should be fresh.
Yeah, and what the other thing hit my head is that it's hard to say anything new weekly on a weekly basis when we don't even like. I don't think the team knows how are they gonna play the next game. You know, it's like okay, they're gonna be good, they're gonna be okay, or what's happening. So it's just, yeah, I don't know what to expect, to be honest. Like I felt like we can win in Lille for some reason, or Parma or whatever, and then it's just really hard for me, and for the team, as we can see. So, uh, yeah, let's hope for a better, better parts of the season. Now it's crunch time in Champions League, and we have some tough schedule coming up. So we need to really show what we can do.
Yeah. Somebody's asking what your thoughts on Thuram so far. Should he be a starter? We both talked about it a minute ago, and we said
Yeah.
yes, he should be starting right now. Last question before we wrap it up. We do play Torino on Saturday, which we touched on already. Thuram and Weah question marks for me in terms of performances. Well, Weah will always be a question mark to me. But we play Torino on Saturday. What do you think? What type of game will we put out there?
Yeah, as I said, it's really hard to predict. I think we will win. We will have the ball, and we just have the ball enough to create something. Like. But again, it's not because we're gonna play that good. It's because of individual brilliance. I think Cope Miners is getting closer and closer to a goal final, so I think we will win. But I'm not sure if this is the game where where everyone is gonna play that good. I don't know. It's so hard to predict. But I'm expecting a win, and let's say 2-0, and let's go to the international break where everyone is happy.
Yeah, because I don't want to have a depressed international break.
Yeah.
That's worse, I guess. But yeah, people, I'm gonna wrap this one up. So hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, notification bell on as well. I'll be back live Friday preview for Torino, and then the next live will be the following week because I'm not here on Sunday, so we won't have a post game Torino game this week, but we will do something during the international break for sure. So yeah, that's it. Have a good evening. Thanks for watching, and